Hi guys, welcome back to e-Somm. Okay, this week I'm going to cover Sauvignon Blanc precisely, but I want to tell you that a bit more about it, because I know that everybody is aware of what's going on in New Zealand. It's been on the market, it's been everywhere, in every month, every weekend, for at least a good 10 years now, and I think that it would be fair to talk about the different styles of Sauvignon, just for you guys to realize that it's actually a bigger world than just New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. So welcome back to e-Somm again. Thank you everyone for watching now. It's very much appreciated. And of course, thank you for the subscribers who have subscribed. Welcome to the e-Somm family. It's a community which is growing slowly. And I'm very happy with that. And I would love to hear a little bit more from you guys. Just comment below, tell me what you would like me to talk about. And I'll be super happy to prepare something for you. Okay, coming back to Sauvignon Blanc. Okay, so Sauvignon Blanc is a white grape variety. Actually, the skin of the grapes is actually a bit green, in fairness, and it's grown pretty much everywhere. You can find it in Australia, New Zealand, obviously, of course, in France, and I will explain a bit more about what's going on in France. And you find it in Italy, in Chile, in the US. I mean, guys, I'm not going to do everywhere, all the countries, it's everywhere. Now, the style will vary depending on where the grapes are grown. And coming back to France, France is a pretty good example of making different style of Sauvignon Blanc. They have the traditional, I would say traditional Sancerre, which is in the Loire Valley. So yes, for the one who didn't know, Sancerre is made of Sauvignon Blanc. And so is Pouilly-Fumé, which is on the other bank of the river, facing Sancerre, a bit further north. And Pouilly-Fumé is another style of Sauvignon Blanc, and this time it will be aged a little bit in oak barrel, hence the name of Fumé, by the way. Then, there is something you need to know. Sauvignon Blanc is actually native from France. According to the professionals, it would be coming from the southwest of France, which I found, like we can tell, Bordeaux, I would say, area. And Sauvignon, it's an old French word which means savage, or sauvage, or wild, if you prefer. And so there we go for the little history and where it's coming from. It's typical to find it in a blend. If you are in Bordeaux, in some areas of southwest of Australia, it's traditionally blended with the Semillon. And you can find Sauvignon Blanc in different styles. You can be sparkling. Most of the time you find sparkling Sauvignon Blanc in New Zealand. But it also can be sweet, like a proper sweet drink. And you guys know Sauterne. And there you go. Sauterne is a blend of Semillon, Sauvignon Blanc, and a little bit of Muscadel as well, which is another grape which is mostly used in blending in this area of the world. But also, so Sauvignon Blanc can also be aged in oak barrel, as we said. It's also quite common to see that happening in New Zealand as well as France, and also in California in America. And I would say, like, after that, most of the Sauvignon Blanc will be single varietal, the kind of one you know already from New Zealand and also from France, and they tend to be slightly less expressive, I would say, when they are done down in Chile. But that's more due to the fact that it's not the best area yet for the country to grow Sauvignon Blanc. However, it's getting better and better. It's all about crafting and practicing, and those guys are rocking it slowly towards the level of New Zealand and France. So today I just want to talk about one I've got here, which is a completely different style of Sauvignon. So let me show you first the label here. I hope you see it properly. So that's Corvezzo, as you can see here, and you can see at the top it's written only Sauvignon. It's actually 100% of Sauvignon Blanc, and the difference is that the winemaker, so Corvezzo, decided to leave the skin in contact with the juice after the crushing and the press, slightly longer than you would normally do. I think something like around 8 hours longer. So what does it do? Basically, it gives a little bit more body to the wine. It gives also a different flavor, structure as well. So what it does basically is something sommelier love. In that case, the Sauvignon Blanc is not as expressive as New Zealand. You know, it's less perfumed. And the structure of this wine is less on the acid and far more on the weight. So basically it's just like balance out, if you want. So they make a wine which is super pleasant to drink. It's not like making your mouth watery too much. It doesn't have this acidic approach that you can find in some bad example of Sauvignon. Not at all. This is excellent, very well made, and the flavor profile is not too much. It's not overpowering your palate. You know, it's all very balanced, and that's what we like as sommelier when we are looking for a good example of Sauvignon Blanc. After saying that, you know, it's got a little bit of a greeny taste, greeny flavor, like asparagus, if you want. So that's something a little bit different, a little bit more expressive in that wine. That doesn't mean it's bad. Another stuff about that winemaker, Corvezzo, which is in northeast of Italy, nearby Venice. It's organic, so they're very keen on doing organic wine, and so there you go. You've got excellent wine, excellent quality, and also a very good value. And it's available in the UK, so just get in touch with me, and I can tell you where it is if you fancy trying it. So that's it for this week, folks. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you learned something. Feel free to comment below and tell me what you like me to talk about. If you got any question about Sauvignon Blanc, just let me know. If you haven't yet, read the description. I give you more detail about the grape, and I will also give some more, I would say, like descriptions if you want a bit more precision on some stuff on the description below. So have a quick look, have a quick read, enjoy the rest of your day today, and I see you next week. Until then, guys, don't forget you can subscribe anytime, share the love, share the video, and of course I see you next week, and have an excellent santé.